Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today we are here to discuss about our topic sequences and series. So first of all, my name is Muhammad Shamim bin Muhammad Rafi. So could you guys introduce yourself as well?
Okay, hi. My name is Manishri anak perempuan Jagannathan. I'm from H5B2A.
Hi, my name is Ulia Tamarafina binti Maharsani, and I'm from H5P to A2.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. So does any one of you know the history of sequences and series or anything related?
Yeah, I know something. Okay, basically, a sequence is simply defined as a set of numbers that are in a particular order. A series, on the other hand, is the sum of the numbers in a sequence.
Oh, that's nice to know. So after doing some research, I actually found out that sequences and series actually have a father of sequences and series. So his name
So,
is Johann Carl Friedrich Gauss, and he actually implemented the arithmetic series and sequences. So first of all, he was taught by his teacher to find the sum of the digits 1 to 100 of the digits, and he applied the arithmetic sequences and found the answer almost immediately. So what he did actually astonished his teacher, and he's also now called as the father of arithmetic progression. So that's all from me.
Wow, that's really interesting.
So you might be wondering what would be the applications of arithmetic series in our daily lives. So an application of arithmetic series in our daily life is just around the corner. So the easiest one would be how we calculate and define time. For example, every minute contains 60 seconds. So let's just say the first minute is our first term of our arithmetic series. Then the second minute would be our second term and so on. So with each turn, 60 seconds will be added on. The same way is for hours, days, and weeks. But the series deviates a little at month because certain months have 31 days, 30 days, 28 days, and 29 days.
Yeah, I do agree with you because as we do not know that sequences and series are actually play a huge part in our life. We may not realize it, but then after I doing some research, wow, I actually shocked that actually sequences and series is actually involved in our daily life. If you notice, when you ride a taxi, for example, you will be charged at initial rate at a per kilometer. So that initial rate, and then for every kilometer, you will be charged a certain constant rate. And that initial rate will be plus with the constant rate, and that is itself is a sequences and series. And what about you, Vani? What do you think about sequences and series? Does it play a huge role in our daily life?
yeah, is it actually after listening of your views, I think like even I remember some of the very simple things that we can relate with the sequence that always happening in our life. For example, just imagine about a restaurant. So where the restaurant have a square table, the table can fit four people. When we combine the two tables together, then it will fit six people. So it's just when we add a table, it's like we're adding the number. It's like a tone of sequence there. Then I also know another example. It's very simple. A ball bouncing. For example, the bouncing, we always cut down into half every time it's bounced until it stop bouncing. So it's also kind of sequences that always happen in our life, but we actually do not realize it. So what do you think about it, Shami?
Wow, those are some interesting points. So I think I also know another application of arithmetic series by using the sum of arithmetic series. So let's just say you're in a working society and you have a job. So each month you would earn 1,000 ringgit. So if you would like to know how much you would earn by the end of the year, you would apply the sum of arithmetic series formula, and then after doing some calculations, you would actually get 12,000 ringgit every year. So do you know any other application, Julia?
Wow, that's such a huge example because I sometimes wonder where did my all my incomes are calculated with. So for example, another example that I could think of is if you're involved in a business studies, or it, like for example, as a company stock in financial market, you can predict how long it will take for a company assets to double its market value. And it's important when you are about to start a company, it's important for you to actually target have a target, and that's when sequences and series are involved. And for another example is for accounting student, we accounting student, they have to perform a quantitative analysis financial, and also business analysis for important business and investment decisions, so that they won't make any mistake into invest into a company that is not going to bring anything, any profit to them. So from these points, I do realize that sequences and series is important in our life. We may not realize it, but if you are a student or the one who's involved in this field, you will realize that sequences and series are important. And Vani, I heard that you have another example for sequences and series. Would you mind to tell us?
Yeah, I have it. But before that, I will say like I always curious for what we are learning all this stuff. But now only I realize we are using it in our real life.
Yeah.
Okay, I have some examples of binomial expansion that we always use. For example, national economic prediction. Economists use binomial expansion to count probabilities that depend on numerous and very distributed variables to predict the way the economy will behave in the next few years. Then, in architecture, it allows engineers to calculate the magnitude of the project and thus delivering accurate estimate of not only the cost but also time required to construct them. Then I also think of what we can do to apply this sequence in our daily life. So one of the things that I did is saving money. So we need to make sure that the amount of money we save in our piggy bank is the amount is always same for each week. So it also will become a sequence. That's what I do in my life to apply. So do you have anything else to say, Shami?
Oh wow, I never thought that binomial expansions and sequences and series could be applied like that. So I think there would be another example for the sequences and series, and that would be geometric series. So geometric series, instead of using additions, we'll use the multiplication ways. So for example, the way the bank calculates our dividends for each year or each month depends on the bank you're putting your placing your money inside. So let's just say every month you will have a 0.5% of dividend. So then they would actually multiply the 0.5% and add up to your total amount of money in your bank account every month. So you would be duplicating your money inside of the bank. And which is why there's a lot of daily applications in sequences and series in our daily lives without us noticing it. So I think that would be all for today. And as we can see, sequences and series really play a huge role in our daily lives. And we have continued to apply sequences and series in our daily lives up until today from the beginning of time. So thank you all for your cooperation for today. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shami. Thank you, Vani, Shami.
Thank you. Bye.